Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside Out Smile. I'm your host Dr. Amber Q, and you may well be wondering why this episode is entitled Al Pacino. And in fact, I'm kind of wondering the same thing, but there is something that I would like to discuss. Firstly, I had to look up to see which movies he was in, because the only two movies that I know were The Godfather, and I don't know, is that a trilogy? I don't know what that is. Anyway, I know there's a sequel, right? And of course, Scent of a Woman. So those are the only two movies I knew about, but I know he's been in lots of other movies, and I had to actually look them up, and they're all violent basically, so not my kind of thing, not my cup of tea. But the reason I want to speak about Al Pacino today was because recently I've seen him on social media. He's 84 years old. So these are obviously, I checked, and he's actually 84 years old this year, 2024. So these are obviously recent sightings. And, I've seen a variety of things. Either he's jogging in the street, or he's high-fiving people at some event. And somewhere else, I think he was just going on a walk. I don't know who is, kind of stalking him essentially, or why he's around social media so much. Maybe he's got a new movie out. I don't know. And I don't know if you're listening to this, Al Pacino, if you are, hi. But, it's lovely because he looks very chirpy and cheery, He's like high-fiving people. He's walking in the other clip that I've seen with someone. I don't know who that other someone was. And then in the third clip, the most recent clip that I saw, but I've seen them all recently, I think he was jogging. He had wired headphones on. And again, he seemed quite happy. He may have been speaking with someone. I don't know. And I think it looks as if he's got kids. But I think the reason I was thinking about this was because obviously there are two choices, right? We either pass away before we become old, or we become old and older, should I say. So I wanted to explore this idea because of a number of reasons. And I say reasons, but do I mean reason? Well, let's just talk about it. And when I think about obviously he looks much older now. So Al Pacino looks much older now. And he's obviously happy to be alive, which is great, as we all are. And I don't know. I was thinking about, just the fact that obviously as we age, so we never realize, do we? We're always worrying about the future, worrying about the past, and we don't appreciate the moment of now. And we're not, I can say the same thing to myself, but we're not always as present as we should be in the now, in the moment. And yet, if we are going to survive, we're going to become much older. And the present moment, we're never going to be as young as we are right now. Like me right now, I'm never going to be as young as I am right now, because from this moment forward, I'm always going to be older. And so the thing is, I feel that we don't realize, and I know this from my patients actually, we don't realize how time flies. I think we're all getting a sense of the fact that time is going by so quickly. And so I kind of think, wow, time just goes by, and then suddenly, we're worrying about our hair and the way we look, etc., and our weight, etc. And then suddenly, which is why people are having tweakments, right? But they're still not looking good. The majority of people that are having tweakments, not so great. And the point is that at some point, whether or not you have those tweakments, we're still going to be older. And we're going to recognize that we are old. And I think at that point, and certainly at the point of our demise, we're going to wonder what we've done with our life. We're really going to think about it. And we're going to have regrets, generally, I would say. Because that's just human nature. We're always going to wish that we were going to have longer, that we want to spend more time with, someone or do something. I don't know. But what I do know is, I know there was that book by that palliative nurse, and she's written something about the regrets of people dying, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before. But all my patients, and this has really, I guess, affected my life, and yep, all of my patients, what I noticed was that, because I treated a lot of elderly patients and a lot of, went to hospices and things, and a lot of patients just regretted relationships, didn't see their children often, or I don't know, they'd sort of squabbled with siblings, parents. So it was always about relationships. And that, I don't know, that really struck me, And that's why I heard something the other day which said, I can't even remember where it was, that, you'll never know when it's the last time you're seeing someone. And that's the thing, right? So you could kind of be a bit ratty with someone in your family or one of your friends, and that could literally be the last time that you see them or they see you. And I just think that, when we're younger, we're all like, oh my God, I need to do this and that. And yet when we get older, we realize that, I don't know, that life is really precious. It was a real gift. What did we do with it? And I guess not everyone believes in an afterlife. And this is what I love about Islam so much. I think it's one of the religions that gives the most detail about death or life after death. I don't know. But I just found that it was really sweet seeing Al Pacino. But obviously he had changed a lot. And I thought to myself, oh gosh, we really do need to live in the present moment, because that is all that is promised to us. And we need to do something useful with our time. And as I've always said, the most useful thing we can do is to help others. But, we're all going to either be under the ground soon enough or just becoming weakened as we do age. So we still only really just have the present time, and so I think we should use it usefully. And it's just more of a reminder, I think, for me as well. I just wanted to share that with you all. Anyway, until the next episode, let's all create connection and not just change lives but save lives.